Okay kids, here's the update. I sanded the body carefully. Then I decided, and I don't normally do this, but I decided that I was going to weld in some wire and close in some of these gaps. So that's what I did. And I don't normally do this on cars, but I did on this one because it's turning out so nicely. So I added a 1/8 of an inch to the bottom of this passenger door. A little bit of rage to get that edge figured out. I welded in a wire to close in this. So that's what happened. On the trunk lid, I welded a wire in. The gap in the back here was about 3/8 of an inch. And you know, the dimension that you've got is here. So welded that in, and that turned out very nicely. I'm very happy with that. So the fit is just superb. Very happy. Really coming together. Had a couple little spots I fixed, nothing big. And of course, on this side, a little bit of rage work here, a little Bondo work here to get this fixed. So this is a gap about equal to the other. It might not be a quarter. Anyway, I got to tell you though, every time I take a door or a fender off this car and put it back on, it's like it's from another car. Have you ever experienced that? It seems like it's just wiggly and weak. Put a new dash pad in it. This is from British Parts Northwest. I was going to return this because it seemed to have too much foam. And I couldn't get it to push on this edge. So, in a fit of desperation, I took a razor blade to it and cut a little piece out of it, and lo and behold, it fits perfectly. Got some bolts holding it in place to anticipate the windshield being put in. I want to put the windshield in so I can put the hardtop on so I can make the final little adjustments to the hardtop. Other than the hardtop, my bodywork is done. I'm not going to do any more than what I've got here. You know, you can spend the rest of your life doing this stuff. The hardtop is in good shape, but it had some little issues with it. And the side of the hardtop doesn't follow the seam from the B-post back very well. It just doesn't. And this one had a little bit of corrosion in it. Also, I made a cut in it, not all the way through, but just on the big part of the skin, to relieve it so that it would spread at the B-post and fit well. You know, people talk about a line on their back in the car and using their sneakers, you know, to press on the windshield to make the hardtop fit. That's crazy. So, got a little something to fix here, but this is rather involved here. But I want this to flow with the car, so I'm going to mount the hardtop to the car, and then I'm going to repair this on the car. Other than that, it's in real nice shape and is all ready to go. So it's coming together rapidly now, very rapidly. I've been combing through my parts to make sure that I've got the various nuts and bolts and fasteners, and you know how it is. You have an item, but it's 5 or 6 parts in 5 different places. So I'm running around making sure that I've got what I need, make sure that everything's ready to go. So cleaned up the shop, then made a mess last night. Worked till 4 o'clock in the morning on this thing. The door and the trunk lid took one afternoon and to 4 o'clock in the morning. Anyway, so this is the end of it. I'm feeling pretty good about it. I'll throw the hardtop on there. When I put the windshield on, I'll work out whatever details I have to work out with how it interacts with the dash pad, although I don't think I want to have any trouble. I did, however, I'm jumping around, I'm sorry. I did, however, trim a lot of this off. I had another inch on it, way too much material. And I made the little adjustments, but it fits real well all over the place. I'm real happy with it. So, like I say, I'll fit the windshield, fit the hardtop, and then I want to do the repair to the hardtop so that it communicates well with this seam. It doesn't look like it was just thrown on there. But alas, I've got to hit the road, do the East Coast, do some work, make a shekel, make some people happy. It's all about happiness, you know. I'm in the happiness business. So, anyway, there it is. The end is in sight. End is in sight. I'm still not sure about paint. Vacillate back and forth. You know, base coat, clear coat is a lot tougher than catalyzed enamel, but the enamel has a real rich color saturation. Although the base coat is shinier, but more plastic-like. So I'm still leaning towards the catalyzed enamel, to be honest. I think it would just be a much better looking car. I'm also considering throwing wire wheels on it because I don't have a good set of wheels. So the set that I have are off of 250. So not the right rim size, and they have the studs on. I have 2 sets of wheels with studs on them for row style hubcaps. If anybody is looking for that, let me know. Anyway, there it is. See you later.